Dear students, I welcome you all to Chapter 2 Inverse Trigonometric Functions. As the name indicates, we will find inverse of trigonometric functions, their properties, and we will be solving few questions. Now let's start. We know sine pi by 6 equals sine 30 equals 1 by 2. Sine 5 pi by 6 equal to sine 150 equal to 1 by 2. Sine 13 pi by 6 equal to sine 390 equal to 1 by 2, etc. So, here there are infinitely many values of theta whose sine is 1 by 2. Another case, we know tan pi by 3 equal to tan 60 equal to root 3. Tan 4 pi by 3 equal to tan 240 equal to root 3. Tan 7 pi by 3 equal to tan 420 equal to root 3. So here also there are infinitely many values of theta whose tan is root 3. In maths, we are interested in getting unique solution of the equation of the above type. In class 11, we studied domain of sine function is R, the set of real numbers, and range is closed interval -1, 1. Recall that maximum value of sine function is 1 and the least value of sine function is -1, and that is the range of the sine function. Now observe the graph of the function y equal to sin x. Observe carefully. Is this sine function 1, 1? Look at the graph carefully, children. Now see, when x is equal to negative 2 pi, sin x equal to 0. When x is equal to negative pi, sin x is 0. When x equal to 0, sin x is 0. When x is equal to pi, sin pi equal to 0. When x is equal to 2 pi, sin 2 pi equal to 0. So different x values from x-axis or from real numbers, y equal to sin x is 0. So different elements have same image. Again you observe carefully the graph. When x is equal to negative 3 pi by 2, sin of negative 3 pi by 2 is positive 1. When x is equal to pi by 2, sin pi by 2 is 1. When x is equal to 5 pi by 2, sin pi by 2 equal to 1. These are the y values. When x is equal to negative pi by 2, sin function is negative 1. When x is equal to 3 pi by 2, value of sin is negative 1, etc. So what we observe here? We observe that the sine function is not 1, 1. Now, in this situation, we cannot find inverse of y equal to sin x, or we cannot find out the inverse of sine function. What is the reason? In previous chapter, we learned the condition for a function to get its inverse is 1, 1 and onto. For the function which is 1, 1 and onto, there will be inverse. So here sine function is not 1, 1. So we cannot find out its inverse. So what we can do now? You observe the graph again. Can you find out some subintervals where the sine function is 1, 1? Observe the subinterval, closed interval, negative 3 pi by 2, negative pi by 2. What do you observe? Here the function is 1, 1. Again, closed interval minus pi by 2, pi by 2. Here also function is 1, 1 because no value is repeated. Again, closed interval pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, etc. In all the subintervals corresponding to each x, there exists only one value of y. Y means sin x or points on the curve. So, in each of these subintervals, sine function is 1, 1 and on 2. Which are the subintervals? Closed interval, negative 3 pi by 2, negative pi by 2, negative pi by 2 to positive pi by 2, positive pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, etc. So in all these subintervals, the function is 1, 1 and on 2. So we can find inverse of sine function at each of these subintervals. So what did we do here? Here we made a restriction on the domain, that is natural number R, for the sine function. Now we know when we take y is equal to sin x, its domain is set of real numbers and range is equal to closed interval negative 1, 1. Now we define sine inverse from range negative 1, 1 to domain this R, but with the restriction. That is, we define sine inverse from domain closed interval minus 1, 1 and range could be any of the above subintervals, not full real number system. We made restriction on R. This R is now made into so many subintervals. So we define sine inverse from negative 1, 1 to any of the subintervals. Now corresponding to each such interval, we get a branch of sine inverse. But the branch with range negative pi by 2 to pi by 2 is called principal value branch. We are interested to take this as the principal value branch, that is the branch with range negative pi by 2 to pi by 2. Even if many are there, we take this minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Then this branch is called principal value branch. So sine inverse is the function from minus 1, 1 to closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Here domain is minus 1, 1, range is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, closed interval, means both inclusive. Now when we say y equal to sine inverse x, remember x belongs to the domain minus 1, 1 and y belongs to the closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Now when we say x is equal to sine y, we can write y is equal to sine inverse x. Similarly, we define other inverse trigonometric functions cos inverse x, tan inverse x, cosec inverse x, sec inverse x and cot inverse x by making some restrictions over their domains or restricted domains only we can find. Now here one important point, sin x raised to negative 1, this meaning is reciprocal of sin x and we write it as 1 by sin x and we know 1 by sin x is equal to cosec x. But by sine inverse x, we mean entirely different idea. Means the process of finding the angle theta when sine value is given. Now, the domains and range. Here range means principal value branches of 6 inverse trigonometric functions are given in the following table. This information you have to study by heart. So the function, first one, y equal to sine inverse x. Now we know its domain is closed interval -1, 1. That is the restricted domain of y equal to sine x. Okay. Then range is negative pi by 2 to pi by 2. When we consider cos function, inverse is cos inverse x. Its domain is same like sine function, closed interval -1, 1. But its range is 0, pi. That you can observe in your textbook. Y equal to cos x graph is given. Then you can understand from 0 to pi where we find cos function is 1, 1 and 1, 2. Similarly, y equal to cosec inverse x. Its domain is r minus -1, 1. Range is minus pi by 2, pi by 2 minus element 0. In that interval, from the interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, we can't take the element 0. So delete 0 from the closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Similarly, y equal to sec inverse x, y equal to tan inverse x, and y is equal to cot inverse x. This you have to learn by heart. Then only we can solve questions which we will be doing in the next class. Because when we get the value of sine inverse x, our answer should be within or in the closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Otherwise, the answer will be wrong. Similarly, cos inverse x, our answer should be in closed interval 0, pi. So, this data is very important. Please revise and come. Okay, thank you.